There's a punishment so severe that courts around the world have debated whether it qualifies as torture. No physical violence. No deprivation. The cell has food, water, warmth, every biological need met. Just one thing missing: other people. And within days, the mind starts fracturing. Confusion. Fog. Hallucinations in some cases. The full horror of what's happening here is this: everything the body needs to survive is present, and the person is still falling apart. That tells you something about what we actually are. Here's something I want you to sit with for a moment. Your nervous system, right now, as you watch this, cannot fully regulate itself alone. Not won't. Can't. When you're near someone you trust, not talking, not doing anything in particular, measurable things happen. Your heart rate settles. Your cortisol drops. Your brain activity shifts into a different pattern. Researchers call it co-regulation. And what that means, stripped down, is this: other people are not a nice-to-have for your biology. They are part of the machinery. You are not a complete biological system by yourself. You never were. Humans have the largest prefrontal cortex relative to body size of any animal on Earth. For decades, scientists assumed this was because we're good at tools, or abstract reasoning, or long-term planning. Robin Dunbar looked at the data and proposed something different. The cognitive demand that grew our brains wasn't building or hunting. It was this keeping track of each other. Who's trustworthy? Who owes what? Who betrayed whom 3 seasons ago, and whether they've made amends. The social web of a human group is so complex, Dunbar argued, that managing it required a fundamentally larger brain. Your intelligence didn't evolve to solve puzzles. It evolved to navigate people. That's what it's for. This one stopped me when I first read it. When you're rejected or excluded, left out of a group chat, ignored by someone you wanted to hear from, the same regions of the brain that process physical pain activate. Naomi Eisenberger documented this in 2003 using fMRI. Same circuits, same regions. The overlap isn't metaphorical. It isn't approximate. It is the same neural machinery. And think about what that means the next time you felt humiliated or shut out and told yourself you were being too sensitive. You weren't being dramatic. You were in pain, registered at exactly the same neurological address as a burn, a fracture, a wound. Because for most of human evolutionary history, exclusion from the group was a death sentence. The pain system evolved to make sure you never let it happen. In 2010, Holt Lundstad and colleagues ran a meta-analysis. 148 studies, 308,000 people. They were trying to answer a simple question: does having close relationships actually affect how long you live? The answer was yes. Strong social relationships increase survival likelihood by 50%. But what really made people pay attention was this: they compared it. The health impact of loneliness is equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Not 2, not 5, 15. Greater than obesity. Greater than physical inactivity. We have spent decades building entire industries around exercise and diet. And somehow, what the data has always been pointing to is something we give away for free and increasingly have less of. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. We are the most technically connected humans who have ever lived. More ways to reach each other than any generation in history. And we are also, by most measures, the loneliest. Nearly half of adults in developed countries report feeling lonely regularly. 1 in 4 say they have no close friend they can genuinely confide in. The U.S. Surgeon General declared it a public health epidemic in 2023. We are scrolling through hundreds of faces every single day and feeling unseen by all of them. The problem is not that we don't have access to people. The problem is that what we have access to is not what the nervous system needs. So what does the nervous system actually need? Researchers who study this keep arriving at the same answer. Not volume of contact, depth. Specifically, the experience of being understood without having to explain everything. Of someone tracking your experience, remembering what you told them 3 weeks ago, caring how it turned out. That kind of attention is rarer than it sounds. Most interactions don't come close to it. And yet it is, and this is not an exaggeration, one of the most powerful things one human being can give another. Not love in the grand declarative sense. Just, I see you. I'm tracking you. I remember. The nervous system registers this as something close to safety. And safety, it turns out, is what we've been looking for the whole time. You were not built to be alone. Not in the feel-good motivational sense. In the literal biological sense, your nervous system depends on other people to function. Your brain grew large to track them. Your pain circuits treat their rejection like injury. Your survival odds are meaningfully better with them in your life. None of this is accidental. It is what you are. Next video. How the very first relationship you had, before you could form a single memory of it, created a template that's still shaping every connection in your adult life. Subscribe. This is Mind.